For all my unmarried girlies, are y'all ever just kind of like, where the hell is my husband? I'm out here dealing with all these broke men and losers and you're just nowhere to be found? Where are you? It's a battlefield out here, sister. It's tough.
There's a huge problem that I'm noticing with a lot of Christian guys. The problem is a lot of guys that are Christian who believe in Jesus Christ, they're not meeting women at church. If you go to church, most of the time, if you're a guy who, is like attracted to a woman there, she's most likely with her friends, with her family. That's always the case on a Sunday. And they're all going to be together, sitting together. And then at the end of the church service, when everyone is congregating, they're most likely together. So it becomes kind of hard for you to be like, oh, I want to say hello to her because of that. And also, the fear of rejection and, what if you say something and you get rejected? That's going to mess up your reputation around church. So a lot of guys don't do that.
The quicker women understand this, the quicker you can stop nagging at men. Listen, men do not ignore women they like. They don't. While you're asking him why he haven't called and texted you all day, there is somebody texting him to leave them alone. And every time you think that you want to ask that man why you ain't heard from him or how come you don't text him no more, I want you to replay this video so you can understand exactly what's going on. If they like you enough, you will hear from them. Simple.
One thing modern women really don't want to admit is that, they say a lot of times that men are fumbling them, men are missing good opportunities, and in some situations, that's probably right. But when are we going to start to talk about the opportunities that you guys are missing? When are we going to start to talk about, let's not go back and forth saying, well, a man did this and a man did that. Let's not do that. What did I do? How was I the problem in the relationship? How come he stopped responding like he did in the beginning? Was I putting the energy in that I should have? If you're really honest with yourself, maybe you did some things right, but then maybe you also did some things wrong. And that's where modern women stop. They'll talk for months on end with their friends, family, past, whoever will listen about the things that they did right. But they're not going to touch the things that they did wrong. They're not going to be accountable for the stuff that they did in the relationship that made it go sideways.
And what I'm about to say right now, for any ladies or even some men, the Dr. Boyce Watkins and Dr. Umar Johnson types and Ace Metaphor types, they may not like what I'm about to say. So I want to preface it with this. If you're a black man and you have lived 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 years and up with no children, that's because it's not by accident. You were very, very deliberate. You were very, very intentional about not having kids. And if you wanted to deal with the stuff of life that children often entail, you would have had your own kids by now. See, the truth is, for a lot of brothers that don't want kids, let me back up and say that again. The truth is, for a lot of brothers that don't have kids, they didn't have kids for a reason. And the last thing they want to do generally is to have to put up with the stuff of life of other people's children. Now that may sound harsh. That may sound selfish. I won't deny that it is. I won't deny it.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
I often get this question, where are all the good single men? My team member and I were going through profiles today and we were looking at and reviewing who to match with who, and we're reflecting on some of the things that we've been seeing. And one of the biggest things we noticed was that the men that were really standout, that were super amazing, like really solid in almost every dimension, they weren't like the super out there type of guys. Like, they were maybe the guys that'll be a little bit more quiet, a little bit more in the background. They're not the ones that are maybe looking for attention. They're not the ones that are like going to be out there and immediately charismatic. They're going to be the ones that maybe have like 4 out of 5 of the things on your checklist. Maybe they'll have one of those things missing. I'm not speaking for all single men, but I'm just saying that maybe the good ones are just quieter.
You know, what's funny is that modern women have so many tests. I heard about another test. It was like a Spotify test or something like that, to where I think it was something to the effect of like, play your Spotify list, play your Spotify playlist, and I will see if we align. Which, you know, okay. I mean, there's plenty of people that don't have the same music tastes per se. You know, there's a lot of music artists that I've never even heard of that my wife likes. I'm like, who is that? That's trash. It doesn't hinder us going together in our mission. At least I hope not. I would hope not. Maybe that's a conversation that we need to have. Modern women are doing that, and they're listening to artists that maybe they don't prefer or they don't like, and they're calling a man misogynistic because of it. Oh, you listen to this guy, misogynistic. Oh, you enjoy his music, misogynistic. Oh, you enjoy her music, patriarchy. She's a woman though. Yeah, but you know, she has patriarchal ideas. She has misogynistic ideas. So you listen to her, you're misogynistic because you associate with her. But what about all the TV shows that you watch that are full of misandry? It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I'm a good person.
4 things strong women secretly are tired of. Number 1, being the one everyone runs to, but having no one to run to, because somehow she became the shelter and the storm had nowhere else to go. Number 2, being praised for surviving when all she really needed was a place to rest. She's not asking to be saved. She just wants to be seen. And number 3, being called resilient, but not being understood for what she had to go through to become that. She didn't want to. What she really wanted is to not be broken in the first place. And number 4, being the one who always understands, who always gives grace, who always shows up, even when she's going through it herself in silence. If you've ever been that woman, the one who's exhausted but still standing, loving but still overlooked, tired but still choosing to give, I wrote in her hour of need for you. Because strength shouldn't mean suffering and silence. And survival shouldn't be the only story that you know. You were never meant to carry it all by yourself. You didn't have a choice. But now you do. And maybe this time you choose you.
So today we have how to handle boundaries as a man. Because I know that a lot of guys have their preferences, but they're not sure how to present them properly so that they get across efficiently to the woman that they're talking to. Number 1, never tell a woman she can or can't do something. You're not her father. In approaching her, telling her, you can't do that, you ain't gonna win. If anything, you're gonna propel her to do that thing even more. It's in their nature to just not be receptive to talk like that. Number 2, let her know what you prefer. And you can bring this up in casual conversation. You can bring this up in a story. You can bring this up as an example of a situation she told you about a friend. There's a million ways that you can hint at what you prefer. And then the last thing you're gonna do is look at the choices she makes and decide whether she's the right woman for you or not. The way you impose your boundaries is not by telling what they can or can't do. It's by deciding whether she's the right woman for you or not. And sticking to if she's not the right woman for you, goodbye. Walk away like a man. Don't sit there begging, oh, you shouldn't go to the club. You look like a little and now she doesn't respect you. So next time you're talking to a woman, you want to figure out if she's willing to follow your boundaries. Instead of telling her what she can and can't do, let her know what you prefer casually and see how she reacts. Because if she respects you and she likes you, you're going to see that she's going to start to follow those boundaries that you talked about. But if she don't like you, she's going to keep acting like she usually does. And then you can act accordingly and get out of there. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk today, and I'll see you at the same time again tomorrow.
A lot of men are moving differently. A lot of men are moving silently. You can call it checking out. really, honestly and truly, when you think about it, men don't really actually check out of society. They're not actually checking out of society. They're because they still live in society. They still work in society. They still have family that's in society. They still have friends that are in society. Whether it's a girlfriend or a guy friend, they still have those people that they go and talk to, they engage with. Brothers are going for hikes, walking in the woods, camping, hunting, going and playing basketball, getting involved in a plethora of different hobbies. What they're actually checking out of is the society that you created, the society that you want him to live in. And he's essentially saying, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to sign up for that. I've already seen my brother or my homeboy or my dad or whoever, even myself. I've kind of tried to opt into your world to understand how you run things. But then when I ask you to come into my world, all of a sudden it's a problem. If we can't get on the same page in that regard, then why do I need to keep on trying?
No, that is not thinking about you. Only thing that he's thinking about is sliding his inside of that new that he getting into right now. He's not thinking about you, ladies. You need to accept that harsh reality and prepare yourself to emotionally and mentally move on with your life. Oh, I want my man back. How do I get my man back? How do we get back together? You don't! Fucker don't want you. I know it's harsh. I know that I'm rough. I know that I'm tough. But I have to be honest with you, and this is speaking as a man who done been a low down fucker. Then also I'm speaking as a man who coaches hundreds of men, if not thousands of men by now, where I understand the way that we think. You need to understand that you got to get out of delusional and la land, ladies, because it's keeping you stuck in one spot. If he was thinking about you, you would know. If he wanted to be with you, you would know. If he wanted to be next to you, he would be right there. If he wanted to be with you, he would be right there with you, but he not. You ladies need to stop making all these different scenarios and fantasies in your mind and tricking yourself into believing something that's fundamentally not true. He don't want you. He don't want to be with you. You need to have some self-respect. You need to have some self-love, and you need to build yourself up so you can move the on with your life right now.
In one of your sets, you said that the makeup of any man is 95% the greatest guy in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And 5% jail.
It's amazing how much of men's darkness continues to come to light. Like, it just continues. It's like an onion, right? It's like we all have known, but I guess now men are like, you caught us, but not really. I don't know what the men are doing anymore. I can barely keep up. Every massive problem is them. We would not have gone about with war. 1,000 years ago, we're setting up society. I'm not going to be like, you know what, let me bash into the wall. Like, we just don't think like that. I'm like, I'm going to talk to her. See how long is she staying here? War is just not the way we would have gone about it. You know, the economy is run on the stock market, which is astrology for men. You know, it's like, it's just not the way we would have gone about money. It's like, we would have been like, everybody gets 100K to start. Is that good? Like, we would have set up every system, the economy, warfare, politics. It just would have been very different.
What some of these modern women will do is they will shop. They will continue to shop over and over again, which, if that's what you want to do, okay. But when you're doing that, you're wasting a man's time, and you're wasting his energy, you're wasting his money, right? You're looking for a man that says, hey, I'm interested in you. That's what you said. You're looking for a man that is intentional. You get frustrated when a man says that. When a man says, I'm intentionally dating, and he fools around and doesn't text you back, you get upset. Well, guess what? Surprise, surprise. You're doing the same thing. When a man says, hey, I'm serious about us, you want to change the subject. And then, 6 months later, when he's tired of chasing you around, playing all these silly games, you wonder why the man is less interested. You wonder why the man don't want to have anything to do with you, right? Y'all might get together and hang out, but you notice, oh, he's not so gung-ho about paying the bill like he used to. Or, this time he made me pay half. Well, what happened last week? You paid for the whole bill last week. Well, yeah, I want to be nice, but you and I are friends, right? Well, I mean, yeah, so I paid my half, you pay your half. I don't understand what the issue is. Well, I mean, I just, I thought we were a little bit more than friends. I thought we were working towards going out. Yeah, I mean, but not for 6 months though. Not for 6 months. It's me taking you out, paying for things, and doing things for you for 6 months. And, you're probably still out there looking for other guys. It doesn't take you 6 months to know, hey, I want to try this out. I want to test this out. What company do you know that has a 6-month free trial? Full access to services, by the way. Which company?
How to turn a cold approach into a date. So you need multiple lines that you can use. So I always comment on something she's doing. So let's say the other day I have it on Instagram Live. Girl was out here taking selfies. So I was like, just so you know, I'm a professional selfie photographer with the iPhone. So if you need any help with that, just let me know. Started hysterical laughing. And then I said, not only am I funny, I'm also really humble. So I just want you to know that you're almost as cute as I am, but just not quite. Start hysterical laughing again. And from there, when you start talking, it should be 5 to 10 minutes. If a girl is interested in you at all, she'll answer your questions. Lead with questions and keep following up the questions. Now, after you get through this phase, you don't give the number, you give the Instagram, because your Instagram should show status one way, shape, or form. And if not, I'll teach you how to do so in just 90 days with a few photo shoots and how to get some followers. Now that you've gave the Instagram and the status, from the time of there, you always set up a date and you tell her to text you, you don't text her. Now it's just a game up until the date. Let me know if you're free Wednesday or Friday. Let me know which one works better. I get out of my office around 7 o'clock. I'll handle everything A to Z, make us a reservation. So now if she's not a taker, she wasn't for you anyway, because she's not going to take your lead, and you want a girl that's going to allow you to take the lead. So if you want my game ebook on how to go 0 to 180 days and exactly how to frame everything from cold approach to text, on how to handle everything, where to do it, how to speak, a few lines to use, and how to transition from the approach to the date, comment the word approach in the comments and I'll send that right over to you.
3 things a girl will do when she realizes she lost a good man. Now, she's gonna be acting like she doesn't care until these 3 things start happening. Now, y'all go ahead and save this video just in case you need it for later. And also, send this video to that one homeboy that gets no hugs. Number 1, she watches all your stories but never reaches out. When a girl does this, she's still lurking because, she's emotionally tied to you, but she's still prideful. Girls hate putting their pride to the side, so never expect them to, reach out first. But if she's still watching your stories, just know that there's still hope, that, she still misses you. And honestly, she might be stalking your Instagram if she's doing this. If you want to know who's stalking you, it's very simple. All you got to do is hit share, Instagram direct, and anybody in that top 3 list is stalking you. Number 2, she tries to make you jealous. Bro, if she's going ahead, post it up with a bunch of guys, or, she's posting quotes or Instagram posts with captions that are tied to you, yeah, man, she definitely misses you. All that's letting you know is that she still misses you. She just doesn't want to reach out first. And finally, number 3, the most important one. And if she does this, oh my God, does she miss you? Bro, it's 100% guaranteed if she does this. That's if she does the butterfly fly method on you. If she's doing this method, she definitely misses you, but she's just really scared and her pride's too high to, reach out to you. Now, if you don't know what the butterfly fly method is in 2025, you're ass. But if you want to know what the butterfly fly method is, comment down below butterfly fly method and I'm going to let you know what it is.
So what continues to happen over and over to a lot of men, actually good men, actually decent men, is, and women, modern women will say this, and they'll say this is what they expect. I expect the man to text first. I expect the man to do all of the planning, grow some, and, from start to finish. I want to see, and they say this online, I want to see you from start to finish plan a date. Plan this, plan that, do this, do that. And it sets them up in a way, and society backs them a lot of times on this. It sets them up in a way to make it seem like they're the only ones in the relationship that you need to get their approval. Like the man doesn't need to say, okay, I'm doing things. So what are you going to be doing? How are me and you going to connect? Let me see what you can do. When it comes to that point, modern women stop. And all of a sudden, I don't have to prove myself to you. But a man has to prove himself. Oh, yeah, that's how it is. That's what a man should do. Right. And when men do that and they get no reciprocation, what do you think is going to happen?
I had to tell somebody, yeah, don't invite me to women-only events. If it's not a women-only event and we're like working out, but if it's like a women-only event and it's for like socialization purposes, don't invite me there. It's enough women everywhere I go. God, it's nothing but women in the office. I don't want to be sitting around a bunch of women politicking. I don't know how y'all do it. I ain't gonna lie, I've done it because people invited me to them, and I'm always, most of the time, uncomfortable. Like, I do not care. I do not need that type of what is it called? I guess encouragement, camaraderie, bonding, the sisterhood of it all. I'm sorry. I don't need that, okay? If you're inviting me out and we are socializing, there better be men there. Okay? I do not want to go to women-only events if we're not exercising. Because if we're exercising, I'm in my zone. I'm focused. That's cool. Yay, sis. You feel what I'm saying? Anything else? Don't do it. I don't want to go.
Women only seeing men for what they can produce financially, devaluing their character, setting herself above him. I measure everything against money, how much I should respect you, how much I should love you, what I think about you. I measure it against money. This is what happens when we have the priorities out of order, when someone loves money more than they love godly principle. I set myself above him, disrespecting him, patronizing, even him because I'm angry when the man doesn't produce. I have a tendency to treat him worse. Some of y'all you started treating him like he was less than. This is abuse. It's really something to be upset about. I can't imagine being a man having to even come into contact with that because of what I produce, you give yourself permission to mistreat me. So a lot of women need to get for real about that. How inappropriate, how unacceptable, how despicable that is. The way that you want men to take accountability for the way he mistreats you, women, I want you to take accountability for your tendency to the point where it's a consistency. You're consistent, negative, dysfunctional, even behavior towards men, speaking down on them, treating them weird, treating them messed up, calling them names, verbally obliterating them. Because you've attached their worth to their money. When you hurt people like that, you got to stop leaning on all your crutches, talking about, well, it was what I saw. You need to apologize.
And I think also something else that men go through that a lot of modern women don't really care about is modern women, a lot of them are cold. A lot of them are indifferent until they decide that you're worth their time. He's a person that, I guess it's worth it to talk to him and be nice to him and treat him like a human being, right? She don't smile at you. She don't engage. She won't give you anything until you're vetted for the job. And that doesn't make any sense, man. Because if I'm saying, hey, how's it going? And you can't say, hey, how are you? And be polite. Obviously it's not all women, but there's a lot of ladies out here, a lot of modern women out here that you'll be talking to them and they won't talk to you until, he's got a nice car. He's got a nice a job. Or he's, the VP of sales, or he's the VP of finance. Oh man, he's very powerful and maybe he can help me out. Then all of a sudden she's friendly. All of a sudden, I just didn't know you, and I guess I just never even seen you around. We're sitting at the same table for lunch, and I was saying, so what do you do? What unit do you work in? Who's your supervisor? When'd you come into the job? Just trying to get to know a little bit more about you. But you act like you didn't hear me. Modern women are doing that crap, man. And that when a man stops messing around with you because you was acting stupid, it'll be your own fault.
A man should never have to ask his woman for affection. A woman who is truly into her man naturally wants to make his day better. So if that man starts asking for affection, you are already running out of time with him. Because when a man feels chosen, he does not need words. He feels it. He feels it in the way you touch him.
Yeah.
The way you look at him, the way you soften when he walks into the room. A man who is truly loved never questions his place in your life. He does not wonder if he is doing too much or not enough.
Yeah.
With you, he feels peace. You have not confusion. Men do not ask for affection because they are needy. They ask because they are starving for reassurance, for warmth, for softness from the one woman who is supposed to be home to them. The moment a man has to beg for closeness, something has already started to change. And when a man begins pulling back emotionally, it's usually because he gave everything first. So if you truly love that man, do not wait until silence replaces the love. Affection given freely keeps a man grounded, loyal, and emotionally present. Because when a man feels truly wanted, he stays.
Yeah. Once upon a time in New York, you could walk past a group of guys. A couple of them will lock in on you. One of them will decide, oh no, I'm going for it. Start walking with you 10 blocks, talking to you, trying to get to know you, trying to get your phone number or your social media accounts. He would commit to the bit, like, no, I'm walking with you. Wherever you going, I'm going with you, because I want that number, I want that information. I'm trying to get with you, for real. Like, they would commit, they would yearn. You'll be walking down the street, a man see you in his car, he start following you in the car. And it wasn't even creepy. It was like low-key romantic because he really wanted to run down on you so bad. He was willing to take a detour from the way he was going to now go where you're going because he want to talk to you because you look that good. I don't know what happened. I don't know why the men in New York stopped doing these things. A man in New York used to talk to you while you was pregnant. He didn't even care if your baby had a dad. He didn't care. You look good. Don't care. I'll take care of that baby. Like, they used to be on that. I'm not sure what happened, but I miss the real New Yorkers. The real they used to really run down. It's not the same. It's so sad right now. Dating pool is full of piss and pride.
You know, I think another thing that men are realizing is that modern women really they're not actually real. I mean, I know we have catfishing, and a lot of times that refers to the physical appearance of somebody. But you also have to look at the personality of who they are, right? A lot of these modern women put out an aesthetic. Well, I do this, or I'm this, I'm that way. And they say what they do, even on their profile. But then you actually get in real life and you see that they're a little bit different person. Sometimes it's not like, oh, they're toxic, yada, yada, yada. It's just that you're not really the person that you said that you were, or, you know, you kind of led somebody to believe in your dating profile, right? And sometimes it can become maintenance for the dude. You know, modern women want you, so they'll say a certain thing because that's what they want to do, which is fine. But sometimes you're just not there. You got to work to get there. But you as a man, she says she's on board with you, but you're actually coming into her plan. You're actually doing the things, living the life and all that stuff, talking and speaking and dressing how she wants you to dress. So whenever she's saying all that online, you're gonna have to get in line with that and maintain that. If we need a car, if we need to go get a certain type of coffee every day. Oh, I don't like Starbucks. Starbucks is so last year. Let's go to Pete's Coffee or Dutch Bros or something like that. Oh, we don't shop at Walmart. We only go to Target. You know, that type of stuff. So she can tell her friends, This is the lifestyle that I live. But that's not really you. This is another element that men have to deal with. You might be cute, but the way that you handle yourself is fake.
I said, what to do if I broke things off with a guy who loved me so much, and now 2 months later, I want him back? I actually think I've discussed something like this on advice session before, but I can't remember. Either way, it doesn't matter because we all need to be reminded of this moral dilemma, okay? Because it's not a fun one. Well, I think to start, you need to accept that you made a decision. You made the decision to break things off with this person when you did, and now you're starting over with this person.
Do you notice that she didn't say, I broke things off with this person 2 months ago and I realized I loved them? She said, they loved me. Now, I know a lot of y'all have probably heard this before. When they leave and come back, it's not because they care about you. They realize nobody cared about them. Ain't that sick? Isn't that sick? Like, even when she realized she made a mistake, it wasn't that, oh my gosh, wait, I love this person that I left. It was, wait a minute, this person that I left loved me. That's why even when I broke up with my ex back in the day, and I realized I made a mistake, and I really love Shorty, and I shouldn't have left her. Even when I realized that, I had to acknowledge I don't deserve Shorty back. I don't deserve her back because I left her. You know what I mean? Like, I left her, and if I was her brother or if I was her friend, I would tell her not to take me back because what I did was incredibly selfish. You know what I mean? Even though I did realize I always knew I loved Shorty and I left, yada, yada, yada. When you leave somebody, you don't deserve them back, especially if you left for no reason. Like, they really did nothing wrong and you just left because you just had a feeling. You don't deserve that person back.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I got a question for you. I just left our daughter's house, your daughter's house, and you know she's graduating, and she was telling me that she wanted, I guess her biological father just came back into her life or whatever the case after 17 years, and she wanted him to come to the graduation, but in order for that to happen, I have to give up my ticket. And she told me that you knew something about this.
Yeah, I didn't know something about it.
And
Is that a problem?
And you don't think it's a problem? Like after 17 years? Like you don't think that's a problem?
No, I don't think it's a problem at all. Because if she want her daddy back in her life, put her daddy back in her life.
So you want me, so after 17 years, this dude come around, look, he can be there. But y'all want me to give up my ticket to let him come. Don't I paid for that entire graduation? I got her first grade.
Okay, and we appreciate everything that you did.
I would argue that it was very much not appreciated, as evidenced by this phone call. I mean, I can somewhat understand the conflict in the daughter herself's mind as far as who she would want at her graduation. But for the mother who lived it, who saw it day to day, who was actually there for her daughter, wow, how are you going to let that replacement happen just like that after 17 years? Because that stepfather, he's the one that did all of the hard work. All of those 17 years raising someone is the hard work. And he's not even saying to cut out the biological father. Like, there can absolutely be a place in her life for him. But at the actual significant celebration of somebody growing into adulthood, which is high school graduation, you as her mom, knowing that her stepfather pretty much stepped in as the fatherly role for 17 years, you're going to support him giving away his ticket? Wow. I mean, you are the one person out of anyone that should be on his side. This is exactly why so many men have a very real fear of stepping into a role like this. For those of them that decide to still do it, they step into that role, it should absolutely be supported by the mother, because the opposite is just really messed up.
And once again, these modern women, they're really there for the experience. By the time they get through, oh, I got to do this video for my followers, and they think it's okay, right? And this is fundamentally the problem. Everything that they do has to be content, which well, the right man he'll get it and he'll understand it. Yeah, but you guys got to start making the connection with him first. Does that make sense? You guys got to start running stuff by him first, because you're there to connect with him. You're not really there to connect with your followers, right? Y'all ruin your relationships, and your social media, get the bag, got it, understand it. I mean, get your money for whatever you want to do, fine. But instead, y'all are going on a date with men, and y'all are trying to get the validation and the opinion of your subscribers and your followers, and you're not even so the dude's already checked out. I mean, you take it. Well, hold on, don't move yet. I gotta take a picture of this, and I gotta take a video of this, and all that stuff. Y'all not even walked in. Your reservations for 7:00 is 7:30. First of all, you show up late, and this is one of the places where you gotta be on time. You show up late, and then you got him waiting. It's already 7:12. Oh, it should be all right. Right? Okay. Most of these places give grace, like a 15-minute grace period. But then you're out here taking videos and stuff like that and walking casually. I like to make an entrance. What are you doing? And then when the man don't call you back, oh, I didn't work out. Men are intimidated, and you're sitting there crying on live stream. You did that. You got to take accountability for that. Stop acting